What's up, y'all? Alex here, and after several days of just very hot weather, it is finally cool outside. 17 degrees Celsius is where we stand right now on this Thursday, June the 26th, 2025, and it is around 1:50 p.m. And we're here in the North York Borough on Lawrence Avenue West, just east of Black Creek Drive, and now we are walking west. I just filmed a Dover elevator in this plaza right here that I had my eyes on for so long, but I never had the time to come here, even though I don't live super far from here. In fact, it only took me under 25 minutes to get here from my place, because all I did was I took the 109 to Lawrence, and then I took the 52 over here on a New Flyer. And yeah, this plaza kind of holds a special place in my heart because I used to come here a lot when I was a kid, specifically to this place here. Well, when it was a Pizza Hut, of course, and when it was actually a dine-in restaurant. So I used to go to that Pizza Hut all the time. And then in the mid to late 2010s, Pizza Hut closed almost every single dine-in restaurant. They limited it to a takeout only. And then they got rid of that and relocated it over to Jane and Lawrence. And this is what it is now. This is a heartbroken Cantina restaurant. Did you get it from Star Wars or something? Anyway, I thought it wasn't going to go out today because it was raining. And then when I left my place, it actually stopped. Because just before I left my place, I was watching Johnny's live stream. I think right now he's still live. And it's good to catch his live because I haven't really found time to sit down and actually watch one of his live streams among many others. So it was raining downtown, or actually in Yorkville, because that's where he was when he started. And then I thought, okay, this isn't going to be good. And I was like, where should I even go today? If it wasn't raining, you know what I would have done? I would have gone to like Promenade Mall, right? I would go into Thornhill, but I'm gonna stay a little bit closer to home, even though I'm not really too close to home. But if I was still living in the Silverford neighborhood, I would be, because all it takes is just a very short drive from here. In fact, Black Creek Drive becomes Highway 400. So yeah, luckily it stopped raining. Well, actually, it's a good thing it rained today, because that brings us a cool down because of all this hot shit we've been having over the past 4 days. We finally get a break from all this friggin' heat. So thank God for the cool down, because man, I was just really tired of it. But we're gonna do a little boring walk here in the Brookhaven-Amesbury district of North York. In fact, we are actually in my cousin Richard's hood. But I haven't heard from him in a few days, and I'm not sure if he's home right now or if he's at work, or maybe he's getting ready for work. I don't know, but I know in this video I won't be passing his street. So what I plan to do here, we're gonna go up to Brookhaven Drive, and then we'll head all the way down to Trethewey Drive. And it's gonna be entirely in North York. We aren't far from York, which is where I'm from. And look, there's the Black Creek itself. Actually, back in 2021, Richard took me down here, and either the water was frozen or just there wasn't much at all, because I remember we went down here, and that was during the COVID days. So that was pretty cool. Richard, if you're watching this, I know you are. Can you even hear me? Can you even see me? I don't know. Probably, like I said, he's either around here or maybe he's at work. So we're not going to indulge into that, or rather divulge. Yesterday I went to Scarborough. Oh man, it was a hot ass day. And that's why I kind of felt uncomfortable making that video, because I was walking in a boring residential neighborhood. And then I decided to go to SCC because I wanted to grab a McDonald's iced coffee, and I had it while I was on the 996, which I took, by the way, just because there's a new flyer. And, you know, it was rush hour, so it took longer than I expected. But hey, I still made a video. And, then I had a pain in the ass trying to edit because I have two laptops, as you guys know. I have the MSI, which is my primary one now, because that laptop I had for 2 years, right? I had to slowly transition. I had to slowly transition to that laptop, which works very well, by the way. The Acer, on the other hand, well, I would say it's still running good, but there's just so much stuff on it. And almost every time I try to edit a video, well, not edit, but like at least like produce, like export the video, then upload it, it just freaking overheats. And that's happened a few times already. It did the same thing last night. And I had to restart, and I had to start from scratch all over again because I didn't save the file. But now I use the MSI laptop to do my editing, while the Acer Aspire for schoolwork, and also where I do my job hunting. Yeah, I thought the rain was gonna go on, but I was wrong. But even if it just let up by now, it's gonna start again. So I'm just gonna use this break we have to, you know, make this video. But of course, I'm also making this video because I'm very familiar with this neighborhood. So, because again, this neighborhood is literally not far from my old neighborhood, but it is slightly, no, not slightly far, but it's not too far from where I currently live. But now we're gonna head south. Again, this street goes all the way down to Trethewey Drive. And then what I think I'm gonna do after this is hop on the 71, make a video out of that. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna call Alicia after, probably when I get to Runnymede Station, or maybe when I get home. Because, again, because she was live on her Instagram. She was at Center Island. And we're talking about possibly meeting up tomorrow to make a few videos, and then maybe on Saturday as well. But so, yeah, hopefully you're gonna be seeing her in a lot more videos. But we'll see about that. Hopefully we can work something out. But of course, I didn't want to call her because, you know, Johnny's live. So, but hey, it's much beside the rain. Oh, the rain does it good because it makes the weather cooler. Yes, I'm wearing my shorts, but that has no impact on me because, you know, it's the end of June. And which, by the way, get to my point here. If I forgot to mention, we are literally at the halfway mark, or very close to the halfway mark of 2025. And it feels like freaking yesterday that it was like January 1st. And now we're getting very close to Canada Day, which is Canada's birthday. And yeah, I really want to do something on Canada Day. I don't know if I'm going to go downtown, meet up with friends, or watch the fireworks. I don't know. I got to see what everybody's up to. But either way, I do want to be out and celebrating the country that has raised me since birth. Oh yeah, another thing too. You know, if I didn't mention, the same Roots bag that I had, notice I'm no longer wearing it. It's because it finally broke. Because Sunday, during that heat wave, I was in the pad making a video. The zipper kind of broke. And then the line, there's no way I could fix it. That bag was very worn out. My mom actually gave it to me. She had it for like at least 2.5 decades. And I had that bag since I started YouTubing. But then it got so worn out, finally broke. I moved all my stuff here to this little fanny pack here, which actually does the job way better. And there's a pocket here, front pocket for my presser car, but I am not using Apple Pay or my phone to get on public transit yet. I'm not into that stuff as yet. I understand the reason. Actually, the main reason for that is because my Apple ID is screwed. And we are passing a school here. And which, by the way, Richard never went to the school, so that's the little spoiler alert I can give you. Oh yeah, today is the last day of school. So I guess all the kids here are just enjoying their last day. And that means you're gonna be seeing a lot of them in the summer. Attractions are gonna be busy as hell. You know the deal. Anyway, tomorrow I was supposed to hang out with Yoshi. That's up in the air now. I was messaging him last night. And also, he and Kyle Walker started a food review channel. And they've also asked me to come join them for their first review. They're going to the Dairy Queen at Broadview and Pottery. And yeah, Dairy Queen is not just a dessert place. You can also get food there. They have like hamburgers and fries, which I've never had before. But I'm not sure if I'm too interested. I want to, but I'm gonna see what Alicia has to say about that. So again, like I said, I'll probably call her when I get to Runnymede Station, or if not, probably when I get home. In fact, I don't even plan on staying out for long, just in case it rains again. But at least we have this little break. And by the time I'm done this video, Johnny will have ended his live, so. And then I think Ken's going live as well later. I saw on his latest live stream that he was wearing shorts, which is not even a thing of his. So I had to resort to doing that. But as for me, I've always been a shorts guy. I'm not trying to dox you, but Stuart Smith. Yeah, it'll bring me closer over there. But we ain't going there. And you see that church? That's right on Chetui Drive. If this holds out well, I might end the video at Todd Bayless, right at the borders of North York and York. And then I'll hop on the 71. Normally, if I would go home, I would just hop on the 158 to Keelsdale Station and then just hop on the LRT. I mean, very easy way. Because the 32C Eglinton West used to run along here. So, as you can see here, this is a typical post-war suburban neighborhood with some interesting cottage-style homes around here, too. You saw a few of them on Hearst Circle. It's pretty interesting, by the way, but this is just your typical... Again, this is very typical. Lots of a couple of bungalows here. And, yeah. What else can I say about this? But the cottage style homes are pretty different. Oh shit, I wanted to post a members only walking video. Maybe, I don't know if maybe while I'm waiting for the bus, I'll probably quickly make the thumbnail, and then I'll just post it. Which, by the way, if you want to become a channel member, we really appreciate it. Hit the join button. I'll try my best to give you guys some exclusive content. Like, as I said in the community post I made, short videos, videos in the shorter form, vlog style videos, off-topic videos, and other ideas. And we've made it to Chathui. Oh, actually, I could cross here. I thought I couldn't. Nah, it's best not to jaywalk. And here comes a couple of small businesses here. Again, I'm very familiar with this area. Very. And there's also industrial just south of here too. It's actually known as the Black Creek Business Area. Oh wait, that's not the Chathui bus, that's the 32C. Yes, it still runs. That's because Line 5 isn't open. I'm just pretending it is. But yeah, that bus would directly take me home. Either way. But as you can see, they've already updated the stop markers because the 158 is going to be running along here. And that's what will replace the 32C branch when Line 5 opens at the end of summer. My dad and I were driving along here not too long ago. And this is a Caribbean bakery that is opening pretty soon. And that should be interesting. There's a police division just down the street from here. So obviously that's where this cruiser's heading to. The dreaded Eglinton bus. And then there's a training one behind it. Oh, there's a crow. Oh wow, there's a couple of them. But also, the Mount Dennis garage is literally around the corner from here, so it'll be rush hour soon, so you're probably going to be seeing lots of buses heading out. And I could easily just walk over to the garage from here, but I'm not going to do that. Unfortunately, though, the frequency of this route is not that great. And that's why I call it the dreaded Eglinton bus, because it's just so fucking awful. But that's all I'll say about that. The self-storage facility here. I'll probably redo a walking video on this street here. Well, probably after Line 5 opens, and you guys can get the 158 buses going by, because it feels very weird, right? Because Line 5 should have been open a long time ago, and they've already, again, as you can see, look, that's the new stop pole right here. That's as per the sign, current routes will continue to stop here until Line 5 is open. And Hillsdale Station is just a very short drive from here. I would say 3 minutes. Oh, there's the radio tower on Castlefield. Oh yeah, I could even just walk to my old neighborhood from here. I'm pretty much like back in my old hood. Not really, but very, very, very close. And that's one thing. There's a Timmy's over there, but there's actually another one like right at Jane and Chathui. And by the way, growing up, I thought this street was pronounced as Traffic-way, but it's not. And look, there's the financial district. First Canadian Place is visible from here. If I was on the other side, you'd probably get a good view of the CN Tower. This area kind of used to be the hood a couple of decades ago. Used to be gang violence around here. Not so much anymore. Especially, you know, they got the police station up ahead. And look, there's Black Creek Drive once again. But you can't make a turn here because, you know, it's a very sharp one. It's diagonal. So you'll have to use Top Bayless Drive to get over to Black Creek itself. And then you can either make your turn there. Yeah, I haven't been to this Timmy's in, like, I don't know, probably 10 years. Even though it's literally not far, but yeah, it's, as you can see, it's renovated. It used to be green, just like that roof. And then obviously they painted over. Hey, there's an Orion 7. They've been moving back and forth between Mount Dennis and, is it Arrow? And they finally got rid of all the Nova Arctics from here. They're all at McNichol. It's all Flyers now. Oh, and there's the stop for the 71, 158, and 171. And I'm going to be riding essentially the whole entire route down to Runnymede Station. What I'll do from there, I don't know. Hopefully I won't have to wait long for a bus, and I don't really care what type it is. I'll probably still make a video out of that. I think the good side is that it doesn't stop at Mount Dennis Station as yet. Otherwise, it would add like an extra few minutes of my time. But I am probably going to redo this route either way after the line opens, right? You get a sense of it. And yeah, and this is where we'll wrap up. Look, there's 1325. There's the park I used to go to. And look, there's the police division. And it was ironically, I think in the early 2020s, he was unarmed and he was shot here. And he filed a lawsuit on them. I mean, good on you, because unfortunately there's a lot of bad cops out there and they overstep their boundaries and decide they think shooting someone that's unarmed is okay. It really isn't. Unless you have a weapon in your hand. But I don't think he was armed at all. Again, I gotta check and see, but anyway, enough dilly-dallying here. We're gonna wait for the bus now. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care, be well, and thank God that it's not hot for now. It could be pretty soon, probably by Canada Day. Bye-bye.